everyone. I want to do this short video. I'm going to tell you like this. I'm just like any other black man, like myself and like the other black men had his opinion. And I'm going to tell you like this. I'm getting to the point, I'm getting sick and tired of people asking me, am I going to go see Django? No, I'm not going to see Django. Because I'm with Spike Lee too. And I'm with the other brothers on YouTube that's with Spike Lee too. Because our ancestors, slave rebellion was no fucking spaghetti western. It was about freedom and getting out of a hellhole. Trying to find something, a better life. And not to be mistreated. People, I don't understand why people sit up here and say that Spike Lee is disliking Tarantino because he's jealous. I don't see nothing jealous about Spike Lee. I mean, Spike Lee being jealous. Excuse me, guys. You know, I kind of stutter a little bit. But anyway, Spike Lee being jealous of Quentin Tarantino because Spike Lee did more films than Quentin Tarantino. Spike Lee started way back before Quentin Tarantino. Spike Lee, he lived the life. He been around the neighborhood. He been around Brooklyn, New York. He'd seen what we all seen. And it's like this. And the reason why, because I own all Spike Lee movies. I remember his first film, She Gotta Have It. It was about this sister, black woman. She had, she was with three men. One was street, one was GQ like a player, and one had a positive shoulder on his head. Her name was Nola. I think it was his first his film was black and white though. And this sister, she had to open her legs up to these three men. But sooner or later, she had to come and find out, she had to find herself. And that's the problem with our black women today, some of them. Then you had school days. It was about the college and black colleges. It was mostly promoting black colleges too. But it was about, the fraternities and sororities, but it was the difference between dark skin and light skin. And then when Larry Fishburne said at the end, wake up, because he was telling them, come join together. Stop all this, rivalry between a different shade of color. Y'all all the same, which I kind of believe that Spike Lee, when he did School Days, that was a part of, if you look at the TV show Different World, it kind of put parts of School Days because it had the same cast of Different World. Then you had Mo Better Blues. I think that came after Do the Right Thing, but Mo Better Blues about the jazz artists that had bad genders in themselves, even though they played jazz, but each of them had different lifestyles of themselves. Some, going the wrong direction, hanging around with the wrong crowd. And then you had Crooklyn, that I loved the most because it took us all back to memory lane. I remember that movie kind of reminded me when I used to get thumped upside the head by my brothers, and I used to mush my little sisters in the face and stuff, all for fun and stuff. And it just show you what goes on in a black household back in the 70s when we was all kids. And then you had Malcolm X, an epic movie. Bamboozled. It showed you how whites, the television network, can take black people and take advantage of them because of their ratings. I can go on and on and on about this stuff. And to me, and some of y'all people that's bad-mouthing Spike Lee, it's that half of you motherfuckers got Air Jordans on your feet. It wasn't just Nike and Michael Jordan that paved the way for Michael Jordan, for Air Jordan. It was Spike Lee had something to do with that too. Yeah, Spike Lee, he had a major part of Air Jordans. And if you look at mostly Spike Lee early flicks, hell, it was promote Air Jordans because everybody had Jordans on there. Just like Do the Right Thing too. Like a lot of people kind of misinformed about Do the Right Thing. It was just a thing of the diversity of neighborhoods which goes on today between blacks, Hispanics, Italians, Puerto Ricans, whatever. And, it's just a thing that you have an actor, Cliff and Powell, talking about what he going to do to Spike. He'll slap the shit out of him, all this and that, because he hating on Tyler Perry. Spike Lee was just saying, if you're going to do something, do it right way. Don't do that to make an ass out of yourself in front of people like that, because that's just the way they see they is. But see, black people like Quentin Tarantino movies because of the guns, the bloodshed. Just like they like these goddamn gang movies and shit like that, they want to see blood, violence, and stuff like that. When you see something positive, they don't want to take part of it. They don't want to see nothing like that. And that goes on for the white audience that love Quentin Tarantino too, because he always have a habit of them saying nigger on there. Pulp Fiction, like you got a black man with a gag ball in his mouth getting fucked in the ass by a white dude. And the other white dude just sitting there watching, laughing, which I don't see that cute. Ever since I seen that, I was like, that's not the Ving Rhames I seen Drop Squad that played Garvey. And ever since I seen that movie right there, I always disliked the Ving Rhames, because Ving Rhames could have told him, man, look, I don't give a fuck how much money you give me, I'm not gonna play in that role right there. I'm not gonna play that role. Spike Lee did movies. Spike Lee did documentaries. He did documentaries of When Levees Broke. He did a documentary called Three Little Girls, which three little black girls, three little sisters got bombed in a church by the Ku Klux Klan. He did plays. He did a play with Roger. I know his name's Roger Smith, but I forgot his middle name. He did a play about my boy Huey Newton. Spike Lee had opened a lot of doors to most actors. Some ain't no longer seen now. I think the only one you'll see that is probably Denzel Washington. He had mostly opened the door for Wesley Snipes, Bill Nunn, Giancarlo Esposito, something like that. Rosie Perez, Martin Lawrence. I mean, he opened the door for lots and lots and lots of people. Black actors at that. Only time when Spike Lee got a good review when he did that bank heist movie, because they had a lot of white actors on there. We need a lot of black directors like Spike Lee. Now, I know this conversation, I know this segment is kind of old right there, but I'm just saying, I'm getting to the point, if people ask me, do I want to go see Django? Hell no. Django is not going to get my money. I'm not going to open my wallet to go see some shit like that. Aren't you black people tired enough of watching shit like that? If you're going to say that, if you're going to do a movie about slavery, then do the shit right. Show some rebellion. Show some rebellion. Show how slaves had really did it. How slaves really got away from slavery. It wasn't no goddamn spaghetti western, because slavery happened way before western. No, Django's not going to get my money. And I'm just like, I'm with the other brothers, Harvey and all of them. I am not going to see it, and I am with Spike Lee. Leo 1, I'm out. Peace. One love. Show enough, you dig?